Hey, before this video gets started, I'd like to ask you to do me a favor. If you find yourself watching this video, and obviously you have because you can hear this, if you decide for whatever reason to nope out of this video before it finishes, and I mean like well before it finishes, like before the halfway mark or at any point, like you decide like to leave before it's done, do me this favor and leave a comment down below explaining exactly why you're leaving. If it's my voice, if it's the audio, like the audio quality, if it's the co-host voice, if the video is just boring, doesn't matter what it is. Like even if it's like, well, I suddenly had to poop and I had to leave. Like doesn't matter what it is, just tell me what it is down below because I'm trying to boost audience retention. And I feel the only way to really do that is by having the audience tell me what's making them lose retention. So enjoy the show. It is welcome to the scumbag era, baby. Actually, I don't have that many scumbag games. I really don't. Scumbag, in my opinion, when it comes to scumbag gaming, is effectively games that are not really content. Like this isn't something you need to watch anybody play because it's solitaire. There's no need. But that's the thing. The people who made this game knew that there's no real reason to play solitaire like on your station outside of the reasons they are giving us. Mind you, I'm only being coy because he doesn't understand what's happening. But yeah, so in the last episode, you're saying that they passed an ordinance that makes it illegal to be gay in public. But I didn't want to be gay in public. I wanted to be gay in a bar, which is completely illegal. Completely legal.
So,
Harassment.
hold on, I'm trying to find.
Hold on, before you finish that, why are you thinking about that? Like I would like to say, like, and if anybody's out there wondering, like, you know, who are you as an individual? Who am I as an individual? Let me tell you real quick. He and I both paint our nails. Like, we both sound like feminine men, honestly. Like, we have very high voices, we talk incredibly soft, and we have a slight lisp. Both of us. Can't hear it? Listen harder. You'll hear it eventually. If you know, you know. So I paint my nails, right? And like the idea of somebody being like, oh, I didn't know you was like that. What do you mean? Like, I didn't know you was gay. Like, what makes you think I'm gay? Well, you got your nails painted. Yeah? What about my nails being painted makes me gay? It was like, I don't know, it's just kind of gay. No. If my nails were painted and my fingers were wrapped around a dick, that's pretty gay. Otherwise, my fingernails just painted. That's like, if you see me sucking a dude's face in public, yeah, I'm pretty fucking gay. Okay, apparently I'm also a lawbreaker. I'm a goddamn rebel now, apparently. You can continue. My diatribe is over.
Okay, so I'm trying to find a more specific breakdown of the law.
Of the anti.
So essentially, like what they passed, it defined, you know, some things that couldn't happen in public, and they were like, obviously it was to stop like drag shows and things like that.
Oh no, but I don't like drag shows.
And they decided that they weren't gonna grant like permits for like pride parades or anything like that, right? And so this happened. It happened quietly. Nobody knew. Nobody really like noticed until they tried to use the same law, and they decided to go to schools and start picking up books that they were gonna ban. And that's when people woke up and were like, oh, wait a second, what happened? And it was months later. It wasn't until like the fall when people realized that they had passed this law back in the summer. But eventually what ended up happening was that the ACLU sued them. And the ACLU won the case, or they settled for $500,000. And so now, like, basically they have to like throw the law out.
All right, damn you. Damn, I'm trying to remember what movie that's from. Well, if you know, you know. It's a movie about racism, if I'm not mistaken. But I do not remember which movie it was. But it was a movie that included a generous dabbling of racism. But I cannot remember what fucking movie it was. Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, and then there was also in Franklin, which is the town like right next to them. They got national attention because of Victoria Jackson. I don't know if you know who that is.
The actress?
Yeah, you remember her?
No.
Okay. Well, she, disappeared from Hollywood and decided to settle in rural Tennessee and went viral for speaking out against the legitimate quack at a town hall meeting.
Determination is key to any good bit. You have to decide that this is the bit I'm doing. And you have to be like, nah, this is the fucking bit. I'm doing the bit. And then you have to hold on to it. A lot of people would just be like, okay, like I've done it twice and like nobody laughed. I'm gonna move on. But no, don't do that. Keep doing the bit. Eventually, what happens is it loops back around and people start noticing that you're still doing the bit. And then it becomes funny.
You know. But like, I mean, legitimate quad is not really a bit. That's just what I see.
Which makes it sound like, oh, so you speak French? Who said that? Why is that what you assume? Why do you assume he speaks another language? Well, you know, like, cause like qua is at the end. Okay. Well, it also could be a quaka. It could be a quaka.
Just so many letters.
Legitimate quaka. Yeah, that. Like, no, I don't get it. How it sound like that? Who are we making fun of? Nobody? Cool, because we're not mean.
So
I'm here. I'm just playing video games, man. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, if you thought for a half a second that I had like an inkling of what I have going, not a clue. Like, I am dead ass. Just like I am out here in the murks. I'm in the murky waters. I really, really am. Oh my gosh. I've never needed help so badly in my life.
Anyway.
Yeah, go ahead.
After doing all of that, Tennessee still tried to defund school.
Like, well, we can't get the homosexuals to cut it out.
Well, no, they're still trying that. They are trying to ban all flags.
Doesn't matter what the flag is. There's no
Doesn't
flag.
matter what the flag is, right? That's a lie. Because they still allow the American flag and the Confederate flag.
Oh my God. If you gotta be smart about it.
Those are heritage, right? But
well,
they're
one of them
banning
is
pride flags.
They're
banning Black Lives Matter flags because those are indoctrination.
Well, okay, so check this out. So Robert R. Schneider, not his middle name, most likely not his middle initial, found out that apparently, I don't know if this is true, that California is like offering reparations to people, and he apparently dislikes this. He's like, well, it doesn't make any sense. Like California is offering reparations to people who were never slaves from people who never owned slaves in a state that never had slaves. And it's like, and that doesn't make any fucking sense. And this is when I was like, yo, you gotta set the comments. And so like, that was where my head was at. And so that's just kind of how it went down. Like emotionally and mentally, it was a matter of like looking in the comment section, which is a don't do that. Do not fucking do that.
No, listen, always do that for me.
Like, I'd stay out of the fucking comments. It's the worst. You're not gonna find anything good. Is like the reason I say
I'm never looking for anything good. I want it.
Like I do not desire the fuck shit that is always in the comment section. So, like the amount of people who were like just like, yeah, like fucking, I'm not even surprised that California. Yeah, of course they would do something like that. This country is falling downhill, right? Anyway, and so like, because I sometimes enjoy poking the bear, I went into the comment section. I was like, "Hey, racist, how y'all doing? You know, probably busy being racist." I was like, "All right, carry on." Because in my head, like, you can't be like, "Well, we think it's time that we just ban all flags," and by all flags, we mostly mean the gay ones and the Negro ones. We're banning the Negro flags. And it's like, oh, all right. Because that's what you've decided, is that you are banning the Negro flags. And it's like, well, shit. What's the plan then? Like, how do you, like, there are easier ways to say we are bigots and we are proud of it. Because that's what that is. Like, you're fucking bigots.
Well, the way it works here, though, is that they don't have to say
anything,
the loud part out loud. They can say it quietly. You know why? Because they have a super majority, and it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter who opposes it, because the opposition is always outnumbered. The only time it will ever really be shut down is if the opposition manages to make a loud enough splash about it in the public, so that people in the public are actually steamed about it. That's essentially how things get stopped here. So like if there are like 100 members, I don't know the exact numbers in Tennessee, but I think if the numbers are like, no, I don't think it isn't 100, because the makeup of members, of Republican members in the assembly in Tennessee is like 67 to 27. Meaning there are 27 Democrats or progressives in the assembly trying to fight against six. That's literally 2/3. Like, you can't beat those numbers. So the only way that they can ever really beat those numbers is when they manage to make a loud enough splash in the press for people to actually be talking about it, and the Republicans realize, like, oh dang, the people found out, so I guess we should, we shouldn't do this one, because they'll get mad and vote us out.
Hold on, I'm gonna say something with the end of the episode, and I'm gonna say something real fucked up. Being Republican, from the way you describe it, is kind of like being a pedophile. Let me explain. The way you describe it is like the Republicans are trying to lure a little boy into the bathroom, and no one's paying attention. No one's paying attention. But then suddenly someone sees. And they see that they see, and they're like, well, I can just keep trying to, lure him in here. I mean, they see something. But then all of a sudden, the person is, I'm chewing gum. The person that sees goes, hey! He trying to lure that little boy! And they go, ah, fuck, I've been caught. And they grab the little boy by the hand, they start pretending, trying to find their parents or some shit. Like, that's what that is to me.
Yep.
Like, no, this is what it was. This isn't what you thought it was.
Yeah. No, because their whole thing is like they've been called out. Like it's been said plainly, like you're literally trying to ban like this flag, but you're still allowing this flag.
The Confederate flag.
And they're like, well, that flag is about heritage, and the other one is about indoctrination. And like that's literally their answer. That's literally their answer.
All right, John.
And it's like,
go ahead. Finish that shit.
Well, I was gonna say, there was a I don't know where, I don't remember what state. I don't remember what state it was, but they were trying to make it legal for essentially religious chaplains to go in and counsel students. These counselors did not have to have a degree in counseling, have ever practiced counseling. They were just going to allow reverends into schools to and replace school counselors essentially. And so what ended up happening with that situation, that's actually something that's happening in multiple states, by the way. A lot of states are trying to get that passed so that they don't have to allow actual trained professionals in an area into school.
I have never
they can
disliked
just allow a priest in.
I have never. That's dumb. All right, that's enough. Come back.
Well, no. What you know how it ended up being deemed?
What was it?
Is representatives from the Church of Satan.
Yeah. Okay, I got it.
Came in and said, "Thank you. We would love for you to pass this." Because they are an actual recognized religion.
Yeah,
and they were like, we would love to go in and be able to counsel your children and welcome them to our religion.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Get out.